Okay, so by this point you already downloaded the Flipgrid app and you are at this point in the front page of the app, the home page. And by now you must have received a code, an individual code by email so you can access the app. So the next few minutes I'm going to show you how to use the app and most importantly how to record yourself and how to use the recording functions so you can submit successfully your responses to your coaches. So the first thing is you're going to type in your code. The code that I'm going to type in is for only demonstration purposes. Okay, so this is not a code that you're going to use for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to click on go and it's going to open the grid. I'm going to see in the page the topics, the responses, and the views. I'm going to see a video and I'm going to see instructions. And in the bottom part, I'm going to see four circles, four gray circles, which I will explain in a couple of minutes. What are those circles for? Excuse me. So I have a video here, and if I click on the video, it's basically your coach about what the instructions are for the task. And this is basically to see, so you can see what is the exercise like. It's just a demo of the exercise, so you can do it for yourself and know what you have to do to get the task going. Okay, so in the bottom part you have introduction. Those are the instructions for the task. Here I'm going to read them out very quickly. It says, hi, in this video you will introduce yourself describing the following information: first name, last name, age, occupation, where are you from, where do you work, and what is your hobby. So those are the 7 pieces of information that we need for you to respond in the video. So once you understand what you have to do, now you're going to do the response. Now you're going to record yourself. So here's where the 4 circles that are in the bottom part come into play. So you're going to click on one of those 4 circles and it's going to take you to another screen where it says start the discussion. So you're going to tap below in the green bar where it says add your response, and you're going to add your video and start the discussion. So let's tap on there, and hello, that is me. So now what the Flipgrid app did was to start the video. Now keep in mind, I'm not recording yet. Okay, this is just basically the camera is on, but it's not recording. In the bottom left part, you have audio level. And for this is for you to measure your audio level, and here my recommendation is to keep it in the green part, in the ideal part. Okay, so that is important for your tone of voice and the volume of your voice, so it's very understandable and it's very clear. You don't want to be using a soft tone of voice because then it's very hard to understand. You get me? Okay, so the other side on the right corner you have your timer. So you see that there is a little red circle there, and then the 1 minute. The 1 minute only means that is the amount of time you have to submit your response. If you don't finish in 1 minute, then the video will automatically cut itself. Okay. And then in the bottom part, it has the introduction, which is basically the same instructions you saw in the last page. This is like a cheat sheet. This is for you to look at while you are recording your answer. And in case you forget something, then you can go back to the instructions. You don't have to go back to the last page. You already have it here, and you can just swipe up or down wherever part of the video you are in that moment. Okay, and then finally you have the red recording button. That is the red circle there. That is what matters right now. So let's click on that and see what happens. So as you can see, the timer on the right hand corner has started to record. Okay, so that means my minute has already started to go. So I can start doing my task and my presentation here. So let's say I'm going to do it. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first name. My first name is Hamid. My last name is Mendoza. I am 37 years old. I am a teacher. I am from Ciudad Juarez, in Mexico. I work as an English consultant, and my hobby is to play sports and watch TV. So let's say I hit pause. You see that I have 20 seconds left still. I still have 20 seconds. For the purpose of this exercise, I'm not going to take 1 minute to finish it. Okay, so now that I finished the task, I have two options. Option number one, as you can see on the screen, there is a red button on the left corner, on the bottom left corner, that says redo. That means that I can do it again, that I can repeat again. And on the other side, on the right bottom corner, there is a next button. So I can click on the next button if and when I am happy with my response. Now, what is my recommendation? My recommendation is do it again. You never get it right at the first time. When we talk about using video, it makes us a bit uncomfortable. It makes us a bit like getting out of our comfort zone. So normally the first try, we have the temptation to say, oh, I'm finished and I already did it. Don't go that route. Try it again. Okay, so let's say you tried 1, 2, 3, 4 times and you already finished, and the last time you did it you were happy with your response. So now you're ready to click on the next button. So let's do that. Click on next, and what you see now is my response. This is my recording. So I get to hear my response and hear, what I answered, and really look at whether or not it is an appropriate answer, that my communication is clear, that my main idea is understandable, and that my vocabulary is what I need to use for this type of answer. So if I'm happy, then I can click next. If I'm not happy and if I want to do it again, I click redo. Let's say for the purpose of this exercise, I'm satisfied with my response, so I click on next. So the next process is to snap a selfie. That's a very funny face. So why do I have to snap a selfie? Well, because each time that I submit a response, the coach needs to know who is the person that's submitting the response. So I click on next, and the only thing left is to type in my first name and my last name. The email address is optional. I'm not going to type it in for the purpose of this exercise. So I click on submit, and make sure you don't close the app once you click on submit, and just wait out until that blue bar finishes on the other side of the bar. If you close the app, then you lose your work and you have to do it again. So be patient in this part. Obviously, this has to do with your Wi-Fi connection and your bandwidth. If it's pretty strong, it will be fast upload. If it's not, then you have to wait a bit. So this is what we want to see. We want to see success in our response. So this your video, it says your video will be visible when it's approved. So that means I get the video, the coach gets the video, gets to see it, and he uploads it. So that's basically it. That's what you need to know, and that's pretty much what you need to do to record.